Welcome back to Baby Boy Mulligan's Guitars, Mods, and Music. I'm Tim, and today we're going to talk about the Leo Jaymz Telecaster kit, the TLM. This is part 6 of the series. And today we're going to get this guitar ready to rock. Meaning I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I did, and I'm going to go over some of the things we're going to do in the next video for the finale. I'm also going to finally demo the guitar today as almost stock, not quite. So, like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and let's get into it. All right, so let me show you the things that were done to the guitar since I got home from my trip. So on the back here, I've left this so we can move it, and you can see. I actually took a plate that I got at the hardware store to stop the tremolo so that it comes to a full stop, because it would not stay in tune. It was fluctuated too much because it's a floating bridge, being a 2-point tremolo. And I'll show you how it's raised up on the body. So I basically routed this out just enough for this to sit in there so the springs wouldn't rub against the metal, and put that in there. Let's give you a good look. So you can see that piece of metal in there. That's actually like an L bracket. And then I screwed it down. This is the stock strap and strap locks. Of course, we've got the stock pickups, but I happen to have found something that will work. So we are going to swap these. I'll go over that in a minute. And I think we are going to be able to put in our 2 switches that I wanted to put in to split the coils on the new pickups. So I put the D'Addario strings on this before I had left my friend's house. And this does have the locking tuners, the Safu locking tuners that I put on it. So the only things that aren't stock on this guitar right now are the roller string trees, the locking tuners, and of course the stopper for the tremolo. I think I've got the extras right here so I can show you. So this is basically what I used you notice that on the back it's got this little thing here, so I kind of had a route for that to sit in there right, and then it's got the 2 little nubs which hold it in place. So this basically sat in that deck in the back that I showed you, and that's what stops the tremolo. Now you can see the tremolo does sit high off the body, but that's the way it sat before because it's a 2-point tremolo. But this was against the body of the guitar until I put tension on the strings enough to raise it up. But now it's at a dead stop. So when I push that tremolo, it dead stops. So the guitar is ready to rock in its stock form, per se, as far as the electronics and the humbuckers. Let me show you this. So I've got a set of these coming, because this is from my 500 subscriber build. So these will be going over here like this. And I'm going to use the screw in here to raise and lower so I can get the pickup in a better spot to raise it a little less and a little higher, and a little lower, whatever I need to do. Then we are putting the same pickups that I put in the 500 subscriber guitar but we were doing a neck and a bridge. So this, as it sits here, is a little higher than this pickup, but that's how deep this pickup is in the hole. So I've actually got a pickup now that will fit width-wise, or I should say height-wise, into this cavity. These are a 15 to 16K bridge and a 7.5 to 8K neck. So, and they're much beefier. When you feel the edges of these, you can feel that they aren't wrapped, with a whole lot of copper coiling, where this is right up to the edge. So we're going to definitely get a beefier sound, and you'll hear these. They sound good, but they don't sound great. They're enough to get by for, somebody starting out, but that's really the pickups that should go in there. And then, of course, we'll do the coil splits as I showed earlier in the other previous videos. So I'm going to use the switches. I'll drill holes here and here for each humbucker, respectively. And we'll have single, single, double, single, single, double. So we'll be able to kind of do a whole bunch of configurations that way, which is what I wanted to do with this guitar in the first place. So let's go demo it. All right, so let's demo this guitar. That's the middle. This is the neck. Sorry, neck bridge. And the neck. Okay, so that was clean. No effects at all. Now I'm going to put on my effects that I normally use. This is my clean. That's the middle. Neck. Keep saying neck, and I meant to say bridge. Now the neck.
let's throw a little dirt on it, and we'll go right to the bridge. Middle. And neck. Back to the bridge. Alright, sorry about that, guys. In the middle of playing, my legato decided to give out. So, let's go back to the middle. I think I had got the rest of the demo done, but I just wanted to show you a demo with some beats. So, my trem stop worked, guitar's working. So not without its problems, but we got the job done. Now, the next thing is to do those upgrades, what I wanted to do from the beginning. So, in the finale, part 7, we'll get to that. But please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thanks for watching Baby Boy Mulligan's Guitars, Mods, and Music. We'll see you next time.